whereabouts do you live?
I live in Pittsburgh.
Pittsburgh. So you have a winter, right?
Oh,
So,
yeah.
yeah. So any of the areas where there's a strong winter, there's usually storage of wheat and grain so that there's enough bread, through the winter. And in order to, for the farming to catch up, and you know this, like you're on a farm, they use drying agents and chemicals to dry the wheat faster so they can get more yield.
Mm-hmm.
That stuff is super toxic, right? That stuff in Europe, it's illegal, by the way. They're not even allowed to use it.
Wow.
So one particular chemical, which is used quite a bit in North America. So that stuff, your gut doesn't have the ability to clear. So not only is it going to cause an inflammatory insult at the gut, which could lead to IBS, Crohn's, irritable bowel syndrome, 6 months of diarrhea,
Yes.
right? Because what happens? Okay, 1 year, 2 years, 5 years, 10, 20, 25 years of that constant exposure that you're not matched to, eventually you cross the threshold where your body gives up. And then it's 6 months of diarrhea, right?
Yep.
And then you have to heal it, not with a pill because you're still causing that inflammatory insult. It's by removing the load that your body can't handle. So at the time you didn't know what was going on, but you intuitively did kind of the right stuff. So now we know your detox profile sucks.
Yes.
So there's stuff for sure in the blood causing this inflammatory insult to this poor endothelial that you have, right? So
Right.
what then does the body do? The body recognizes this inflammation here and it says, that's no good. We're going to send cholesterol as a hormone to reduce that inflammation, which is what your body will start doing. When cholesterol meets toxicity, it hardens and gets deposited, which is what's going to happen if you don't clear that toxicity from your blood. And then you get that buildup of that cholesterolemia, which again, it takes decades and decades and decades. By the time you're 50, your doctor says, well, your cholesterol levels are elevated, and it seems like you might even have a blockage. You need to get on a statin, a Lipitor or some other kind of statin. And we're now masking the symptom, which took you 30, 35, 40 years of wrong choices to get to. All you really need is to support those genetic gaps and holes. But now in your case, guess what? There's another layer. In your case, not only is all this happening, your lipid transport, your ability to move cholesterol around is the worst possible. We very rarely see this, by the way. So in the report, it will tell you high risk of Alzheimer's, dementia, and stroke.